Hello, I'm PS3 and welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about Battle Minigame. This is of course the latest addition to Minecraft on the consoles, and it's so fun because it has so many different weapons with so many enchantment possibilities. That means there's a lot of combinations and a lot of fun to be had working out which weapons are the best. However, there has been quite a few rumours spreading about which weapon is the best, and some of them just sounded like they couldn't be true to me. Like for instance, sharpness-free shears being the best weapon in the game. So I figured what I'd do is I'd get Emzy in here and she could be my test bunny, and we put them to the test in survival with all the variables of like maybe they had some weird boots or maybe they were damaged already. We remove all the variables and we test exactly which is the most powerful weapon and the most powerful combination, etc. So hopefully you do all enjoy this video. If you do like it, like me and let me know because it helps out the channel a lot and lets me do like these battle videos, giving you tips and tricks to help you improve and know which stuff you should take from the chest. So yeah, we'll be dealing with all the offensive items really that do direct damage in some way or other. And yeah, let's start by showing you all the ones you actually can get, because this chest over here actually does contain all of the items that I've found at the very least can do damage in battle. And there's a crazy number of them, and this is before you consider the fact that shovels usually have enchantments, axes often have enchantments, and sometimes you get different stuff. It gets a crazy amount of stuff in there, and it's really tricky to work out what's what. However, I figured the easiest starting point is to remove a whole bunch of items from being possibly the best by saying, well, if you look at most of them, you can see their attack damage, and it means the iron axe and the stone sword do the most out of any of these directly. The bow does a decent amount up close, but yeah, the iron axe and the stone sword both do 5 attack damage, which means because both of these can be enchanted, if you do happen to find one of these two items, they do the most damage. However, how can you prove that the shears, for instance, with sharpness 3 isn't as strong, or it is stronger than one of these things? And I figured that's where this is going to come in, because we'll take all 3 of these weapons and we'll see how many hits it takes to kill Emzy over here. So she has no armor on, she's at 100% full health, and she has no regeneration, just in this perfect vacuum situation. And now I'm very sorry, but I am going to have to murder you just to prove a point. So yeah, first of all, we'll test them all by just going, okay, 1 hit, 2 hit, 3 hit, 4 hit, and 5 hit, and that's the final kill. So as you can see, this does somewhere in the region of 4-ish damage. It's not exactly 4, I believe it's 3.75 and it rounds up to 4 for the most part, but the shears do 4 damage or somewhere in that part. If someone has exactly full health, it takes 4 hits to kill them. Whereas if you have, let's say, an iron axe of knockback or a fire aspect 2 sword, for instance, you're gonna kill them a lot faster, because this is 1 hit right here. We have to run right after her. This is 2 hits. This is going to be our 3rd hit, and then finally, on the 4th hit, that is going to be Emzy finished. So, as you can see, the Iron Axe is better than the shears with sharpness 3, even though they seem like they're really powerful because they're shears, and no one expects it. Look at me, I've just got shears in my hands. They are incredibly powerful, and that is that. However, there is a weapon more powerful than the Iron Axe, and that is when you get a stone sword with fire aspect. So, most of the time I've seen the stone sword, it does have fire aspect, but you want to keep in mind that unless you're playing a watery map, and even then you're going to do some fire-based damage, unless you really want to knock them into lava, like for instance I could knock Emzy in right there, which would mean that the Iron Axe can kill in 1 hit, for instance. Okay, well, I knocked her over, but you can see how that would kill in 1 hit. However, if you have a stone sword with fire aspect, for instance, it's going to kill in the same number of hits, so 3 more, but if I let the fire do enough damage to her, it means it could kill in 2 hits. So then as soon as this runs out, we hit her again, and just like that, that's a 3-hit kill using the stone sword. So what is the most powerful melee weapon in battle? It's actually the stone sword with fire aspect. I'm very sorry, Emzy. Would you like... I think, just to prove point, I'm going to let her kill me, and just to show you what happens here, as you see, she's going to be able to kill me in 3, potentially 4 hits, because the fire does a lot of damage up close, and then it finished me off like that. That was 3 hits. I think it would have killed me before the 4th one, but that's that. And for some reason, my spawn point's all the way over here. So I'm just going to have to fly back over to her. And just like that, you can see 3 hits to kill the stone sword sometimes, 4 hits with an iron axe, and then 5 with the shit. So why does it take you way more than 3, 4, 5 hits to kill someone, even when you have these things then? So the answer to that question is the fact that, basically, armor is a significant part of it. If you have even half a bar of armor, that means it's going to take almost double as many hits to kill you. So even the stone sword can take up to 6 hits. The shears are going to take up to 10, and the knockback axe is going to take well north of that. So yeah, when it comes to stuff like that, then the knockback axe is better, because if it takes 6 hits to kill with a sword and 7 or 8 with the axe, then what's going to be way more effective than either of those things is being able to knock someone in lava. Because right here, I think it's going to overknock her. Wait, is it? Yeah, it's going to did it again. But for instance, if she had fallen in the lava, it would be a 1-hit kill. And that's the thing you want to bear in mind. The knockback axe versus the sword. Sword does more damage because fire actually hurts people, but knockback gives you advantageous position, and that's kind of that. So for instance, I do it again, but you get the point. 1-hit kill by knocking someone into lava. 3-hit kills with using the sword, if in the perfect situation. Also keep in mind that fire goes for armor, so there's a whole bunch of areas to consider, but the iron axe and the sword are both the best weapons. The shears are a close second, but they're not quite as good. So anyway, why is this the end of the video, just saying, oh, the stone sword's the best? No, it's not actually, because there are better weapons than either of those two things. So the first one here is finding a bow. So a bow with full power is pretty much as strong as that anyway, but if we consider the fact that, okay, so I think I've actually damaged Emzy already, but you can see that's 2 hits to kill, even though she was wounded, so okay, we'll try it again here. As you're going to see right here, that's 1 hit, that's 2 hit, and she's already dead. So the bow is more powerful than either weapon, but to get a 2-hit kill with the power 1 bow, you are going to need to fully draw it back, and again, that's not considering armor, and that's also not considering the fact that hitting people is a lot trickier with the bow, but the bow is out of all the weapons that can be used indefinitely, as long as you have arrows, the bow is the most powerful, but it's a ranged weapon, not a melee weapon. And then there's one more thing to consider that's also in the chest here, or it's in this chest at the very least, because there's one item that's even more powerful than either that, because it is the TNT. So if you can launch TNT and trick someone into being next to it, I'm very sorry. I feel she's just kind of accepted the fate. But if you can launch TNT next to someone, just like this, you're going to see it can kill people in 1 hit. Obviously, it usually doesn't destroy a chest, and also it usually doesn't respawn in lava, but there you can see the TNT is the only item in the game that can kill someone in 1 hit, and that is something we know right now. So I figure, just a shot on the other side, let's throw Emzy one of these, let her detonate some TNT next to me. As you're going to see, even against me in this particular case, even with some armor on, so it does actually overkill damage, if the TNT can detonate right on someone, it is an instant kill. And also it's really cool when you die in the sky like this. So yeah, there's some information you might not have known about battle mode. TNT is the most powerful single item, the most powerful reusable item is the bow, and the most powerful melee weapon is either the iron axe or the stone sword, depending on your situation. Hopefully this misbusted your rumor about the shiz. Hopefully you learned something about which items you take from chests. Bear in mind that these do only usually spawn towards the later end of the game, so try and find the good chest, or try and come back to the center where you can find this stuff, and then you might just do better in battle mode. So hopefully this video did teach you a thing. If it did, like the video and let me know, share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. I make videos like this every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them dead on your homepage. Just as a heads up, just as a thank you to Emzy, she did come along to help me, and she died a lot for the cause, and as a result of that, yeah, that's something I thought was useful. Channel link will be in the description, of course. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.